One of my friends used to have a friend. She was more of a someone he knew, but let's just say she was gravitationally and horizontally challenged. You know what I mean? He knew her. Well, she was going to our high school. She was slightly older than us, maybe about a year and a half. I don't know. But he basically interacted with her because she was going to the gym. And now you would think that this story would take a positive turn because, well, it's a fat person trying to change. And you would be right if this was a completely different story. I'm telling you, she made a few jokes sometimes how my friend wasn't making any progress, how he wasn't getting any bigger. But it's a funny thing to say sometimes, but like realistically, not only this joke isn't true, she was the one who wasn't actually making any progress. Because, like, you can train your ass off, but if you're not gonna eat less, you're not gonna get smaller. You're not gonna lose weight. And she was just always the same. And it was as clear as day because we knew her for like a year or so. Nothing changed. In fact, for some time she stopped coming to the gym. I think around summertime ish, uh, because she had to go work some other city. Eventually, she of course came back and stuff. But this isn't even the worst part. Uh, During one of those times, I had a friend, and then if we would compare them in the world of looks maxing, my friend mogged the fuck out of her, facially and shape wise. And what's crazy is like that bitch. No, my friend, that bitch was so negative sometimes, and I'm sure it had an impact of the fact that she wasn't making any progress and she just doesn't know how. But the negativity is insane. I mean, one day, right? I'm waiting for my class to start, and when we're sitting outside, standing against the what was it called, near the windows, and my friend is with her friends, like not far from us, just chilling on the bench. And we were talking about something, she finds out that like I'm friends with that other girl, and this bitch doesn't hold back sometimes, and she said something really off about my friend, the girl. And she criticized her looks and something else, but like I could not believe I actually heard that. So I just stared at her with no reaction because what the fuck was that? Who do you think you are? And why are you making comments about my friend who's right there? And my homeboy, he was there too. And the thing, either he heard it or I told him like right after. Funny enough, since then I don't think there has been like maybe two interactions between him and her, and that was it. Eventually, I saw her working as a fucking cashier in one of the smaller stores of the city, which is funny because she didn't lose any weight. The negativity just gets bringing her back up and just making her stay in her place. But guess what? You reap what you sow. It's her own fault. And guess what? My homie got bigger and better. I got bigger and better. She ain't get smaller and better. No. I don't know how she's now. I don't give a fuck. It's been like over 3 years. Well over. Disgusting. Disgusting. Um so losers are gonna be losers. Losers do attract losers, but if you happen to be acquainted with one, right? Just wait until some time passes and you will suddenly not be interacting with the loser anymore. Because you will realize, one, you're not compatible in any way. There's nothing in common. In fact, they might be a fucking assholes. And it's that you might not be a loser. So though losers sometimes find a way in your life, they quickly find the exit eventually. So it's all fine. It doesn't mean that you might be a loser. Now you might be, but you also might not. Anyway, I also ended up telling my her about that because I just wanted her to know that, like, hey, if you ever feel like you suck or something, just remember that that thing made fun of you in front of me, not even not even in front of you, and for really no reason. So it's all good at the end of the day, um that's the fucking story. Losers are gonna be losers. Okay, some people just hate to succeed. Like they want to fail. They want to be failures.